Truth is truth, she says.
No shit, Sherlock.
Roll high and subscribe.
So, the stairwell you would go down, it just smells like old. Like, there's no wind blowing. It's dusty. There's a little bit of white dust floating in the air. And as you step, it comes up a little bit. The stairwell ends at a door, pale stone, and carved with 100 skulls woven into it. So think Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones style, with this just made out of all these skulls, woven together by knotwork. Each skull is different, some snarling, some weeping, some laughing, yet all are bleached the same clean white. The final skull at the center has no expression at all, only a smooth face like polished bone. Beneath it, a single line is carved. Truth speaks when breath stops.
Turgan, don't kill yourself again, please.
Hey guys, let's
I
walk
pull
in.
out my chime of opening.
Yeah.
The chime issues a clear tone, and one lock or latch on the gate ahead of us opens. No locks or latches remain. The object itself opens.
Okay.
I can use it more time. Sorry.
Okay, as you open this, the door is going to open.
What?
Because you opened it, the pale skull in the middle with his smooth face. He does not open his mouth. And you can see as you pass, there's a little something in it. But everyone is going to rule this as a failed. And everyone is frightened for a minute.
Okay.
And so I'm going to use that frightened, because usually frightened would be like you can't go,
We can't go closer to
to
things.
something, but instead I'll just give you disadvantage you're going to be uneasy, so it'll just be disadvantages on your next. You
A
might
big
have just
long
missed,
dungeon.
you missed it.
I think I missed it.
That's fine. So you guys are going to have to roll me a DC wisdom save. The door opens and you feel uneasy about all this, the skull's frightening aspect, but you see.
Oh, I rolled a 21. Let's go.
What kind of a save? Wisdom, you said?
Yeah, wisdom save. As the door creeps open, dust particles splatter everywhere, creating an uneasiness. What did you guys get on your DCs?
17.
It's a DC 13.
Oh, no. Turgan failed, I think.
And everyone else passed.
Yeah.
I got a nat 20. I'm feeling very wise.
Okay. Who failed? Anyone?
Turgan.
Turgan, you age 1d10 years.
Even whiter.
A big
Kurgan the
a
White.
white ghost. It shows up in front of your face and points its finger to you, and you age 5 years. So maybe you're a little bit of white hair grows. That's pretty much that. And you're not going to take any psychic damage because Archie's unlocked the door successfully.
Is this permanent?
Yeah.
Nice.
I get older.
There was a skull with its mouth. Something was in its mouth
In the door?
on the door.
And written on it, it says, truth speaks when breath stops.
On the door, yeah. But not on.
Oh, okay. So as we're walking through the open door, I reach into the skull and take out something inside its mouth. I'm not sure what it is.
It is stuck in its mouth.
Pull it out.
Give me a strength check.
Strength check. That's the skill one?
Yeah.
18.
You succeed, and you pull out a wax seal stamped with a skull spiral.
I break the
It's a
seal.
it's a small little.
Where did this come from?
It was in the mouth of a skull on the door.
Oh.
And roll me a d20,
Everyone?
Zorgy.
Not the one.
Before
Say
you,
wax seal, I'm thinking like a letter.
a
letter.
like yeah, a letter
So is it a letter?
with a letter, and you opened it, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So
right
inside
and well centered the letter.
inside of it, it's like a skull with a little spiral metal.
Oh, of course.
It's like an item. And then you also have like a potion of healing in there. You're welcome. And then, so the corridor opens, and beyond it, sloping downward. I can't do that on tabletops, just imagine sloping downward. There's sounds of your footsteps grow.
I'll hold his breath as he starts to walk in.
Not louder, cleaner. Your footsteps sound cleaner. Like every scraped breath is being sanded smooth by the stone. On the walls, who's going first?
I'll go first.
On the walls, Booter, passive perception, you don't need to roll anything for this. You see that there are white skulls repeat in spirals, all looking inward as if the corridor itself is a throat.
The throat that swallows is now the name for this dungeon.
So it looks like a trachea made out of white skulls. All right, so what are you doing, Booterbot? You're
Going to the end of the hall,
okay.
leading everyone down the hall.
All right.
Is
What do you,
within the tent.
after you get your 30 feet,
Sorry. How far would 30 feet be? Like here ish?
6 inches. If we have your measurement on.
give me a perception roll, Peter.
All right. And I got Jurgen here with me. So should he do one too?
Every 30 feet, you're going to choose
yeah,
between half
20.
the speed, or you're going to give me a perception check.
Well, I got a 12.
You see this white filaments, and you trip on something on the ground.
I have a passive perception of 15. Would I be able to see what he's seeing?
Yeah, I mean, meets it, beats it. So he stepped on this white ash, and it puffs up in a 10-foot cube. Now you need to give me a Constitution save.
Luckily, that's something I'm decently good at with a plus 10, 16.
You cough, but you don't. It doesn't have any effect as you inhale this dust. And Turgan, you can see that there's white ash puffs on the floors. There will be. I'm not going to draw them. The other characters will also see that you've stepped on something. But
Okay.
the ash dust will be around you, so unfortunately, you have to give me a con save as well. I'm sorry about that.
No, I'm sorry, Jurgen. Oh, you got 15. Is that enough for him to beat it?
He also
Okay.
coughs a little bit, but nothing happens.
Okay.
Keep going.
As you walk forward, Stags begin to play a little tune on his flute, starting a counter charm. And well, it gives us advantage. I'll let you know when that, if it comes into play.
So as you get closer to this puffy white, everyone's going to have to hold their breath, or what are you going to do?
Can I attempt to prestidigitation away part of it?
Yeah.
Clean it? Does it clean?
Yes.
Let's one moment, and I take some time to clean a pathway for us to get by along the side.
So who's moving forward now? Booter.
I'm going to continue
Yeah.
going up with Booter.
We'll move forward at whatever speed is necessary for it to be careful.
I'll try and stay within 30 feet of Booter.
Since
Along the
Booter,
wall.
Booter, you're leading the way. Give me one more
Sorry.
perception.
I can wait till you're all the way up there.
You see another white pile, but you're able to determine that you're able to see a white pile of dust.
I can get around it this time.
Yeah. This white, shiny dust pile. So, Booter, you're going to move past it.
Okay.
Right. And the other guys are going to follow. Yeah. This corridor opens into a chamber lined with alcoves. Each alcove holds a skull, bright white, set in a small stone shelf. Beneath each skull is a name, carved in tiny script. Some are scratched out, some are rewritten, some layered over and over until the stone is almost erased.
Bob, don't step in the pile.
Oh shit!
I would have
It's
warned
just
you.
like
Bob, did you step in the pile?
no.
Nope. I caught him before he did. I mage hand slapped him in the side of the ass.
Mage hand. How's our Phoenix Art then?
Oh.
It's in the.
Can we see beyond the scratching out of the names for some of them? I know you said some were just like dug out. Can we see any names?
Yes. Which skull would you like to go over to? There are 1, 2.
There's 10.
Yeah.
Should we all do one at the same time?
Sure, yes. Everyone pick a skull.
I'm just saying maybe if there's chaos, it'll all offset itself.
Or
I'm in front of
you love the chaos.
The skull that you go over to, roll me a d10.
Everyone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, what are the chances of that? That this skull that you're on, number 1, is written over so many times that it's almost illegible. You can't read out anything on it. Scratched out, worn out, carvings and names on it. It's just illegible.
It takes a minute for the spell to fully cast. Attempt to put his hand over the statue and mend whatever might be left of there to try and get some bit of it.
And with your mending, is there a date limit on that thing, or is it anything?
Well, it parts of what was scratched out have to be there. It can only repair. It can't create the parts that are gone. It can reform things together.
It creates a D, an L, I, an S, and it looks like they're written in different. There's a couple letters that you can't make out because you can't speak that language. So you're trying to put together a word that's been scratched out so many times that there's so much detail that you don't really.
Loss. Yeah.
So instead of looking scratched out, it just looks like, imprinted. What'd you roll?
A 9.
This one says Tristal.
Crystal.
And Matt, what'd you roll?
7.
This one has a name on it named Bracklin, which is crossed off, and underneath it is written Agoth. And what'd you get, Brian? 5?
Yeah.
This one says Archeon. And Booter, what'd you write?
What I wreck?
Sorry, what'd you roll? The guys are going and trying to read what names are written under the skulls.
Roll a d10.
And just roll a d10 so I can get the name.
3.
This one says Elunid. And as you read that last one, the room begins to. A mist sort of creeps into the room, and the white dust builds up, and you see before you a ghost. And it is a ghost that translucent figure forms from the chalk dust. And it says, "Hello," with a female voice.
Oh, hello there. My name is Seth Hartley. How are you?
What brings you down these depths? Haven't seen a living person in quite some time.
Oh, my companions and I, and he points to everyone. Turkin and Bob and a new friend Arky over there. We are down here in search of my friend Turgan's destiny.
I don't believe I've been tricked so many times.
Agoth, Doomhand.
We wrote his name on one of his skulls.
He has had everything torn from him and been tortured over and over by it to the point of breaking. I don't blame him.
Honesty is something that's important.
My friend Turgan here is a lot more honest than I am.
I don't like elves.
Truth is truth, she says.
No shit, Sherlock.
Truth speaks when breath stops.
Truth is sometimes revealed in death for certainty, she says. And then she says, well, enjoy your time.
Oh, what's your name?
She comes back animated. Elund.
Is that you? Is that your skull?
I came down here searching for, I think, what you were searching for years and years ago.
You wrote your name. Do you know why?
Trying to get through the next room.
Oh,
Trying to find the lost treasure.
oh, so that's how we get through. We write our name on a skull?
I'm not sure. Apparently it didn't work for her. It didn't make it very
Did it work for Agoth? You said he wrote his name on one.
He wasn't very honest.
My friend here is very honest about not liking elves or trolls.
Turgan, give me a persuasion to see if she is going to believe how honest you are.
Okay.
And how would you prove it? Tell her how honest you are. And persuade her into thinking that you are an honest being.
Do you want me to RP it and then roll? Okay.
However you want.
Could I have guidanced him with my patting on the shoulder through all of this, prepping him up?
I kind of killed myself for these guys here,
But you're still alive.
but it was a requirement before here. And I did it. Don't know how much more honesty you want.
Roll me your persuasion to convince her of your honesty.
Oh, there you go.
This is the most honest man I've ever seen. I trust you. Yes, you must write your name, inscribe your name underneath his skull. But be careful. Honesty has its pains.
I'm going to ask, do I take like a skull that doesn't have a name underneath? Or can I take the one that I grabbed with Tristal on it?
You can pick one,
Just
whichever one you want.
I'll call out that my skull had a name crossed out and then Agoth written.
yeah. I'm
Another
going
name
to take
now, to know what he's doing.
I'm going to take the one that says Agoth's name on it
Okay.
and scratch his out and write mine on it.
You are going to take, and you're going to take 11 psychic damage.
Is that just 11 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay.
There are 5 of you here. The other skulls are not written. You must write your name.
If we cross your name out, do you go away?
I wrote my name, and then I became what you see.
Do you want to stay here?
I want to see what's left.
Can you?
The man came here, wrote his name, was very nasty and deceptive. And he left, and he went. I'm not sure where he went, but I did not see him return.
Can you leave this room?
I'm not sure.
Do you want to try?
I might.
Well, I was gonna try and help free you by crossing off your name.
You think that'll work?
It might.
Yep. She's already a ghost.
Are you up for?
Sure, give it a go.
Sure. Alrighty.
She can't die twice.
Yeah.
I want to honor a ghost's final request.
Consent.
Sometimes that is the only way to truly put them at rest.
Oh, yeah, the consent thing. Yo, what?
So Stag will go and try and grab a rock or something hard to scratch out Alune.
And you're right.
I rate Seth.
Her body disappears, or her ghost disappears without her even being able to say anything.
I gave her opportunity to say something.
So the Agoth, there's a skull that had her name crossed off and Agoth's name written. Is that correct?
That one's with Booter now.
There was one that had something that was illegible. There was one that had Tristal. There was one that said Archie. And then there was one that said Elyun.
Oh.
That he
Oh.
scratched off and wrote Seth.
She was satisfied. That's how Stag likes to leave his ladies.
Do you want us to roll for the other 5 and we're just pick up the one?
Up to
Yeah, let's just all pick one up.
the 6th one has the name Loxida on it. The 7th one, just like the first one, is scratched out and written all over it. Can't be determined what name is what. The 8th one says Brock. The 9th one has written on it Brad. Chad has Chad written on it. And the 10th one has something written in orc. Can anyone...
I could cast Comprehend Languages on myself, and I choose Orc.
Okay. You see the name... No, where's the guy?
Is it who I think it is?
Yeah. I'm going blank.
Oh, what's the hell's name?
Drake.
Drake Shakur.
Of the two eligibles, you have Tristal, Turgan now, Archie, Seth, Loxodon, Brock, Brad, and Drake Shakur.
Actually, Stag's going to encourage someone to cross off Drake's because he stole his girl.
Drake is an old NPC that I had played way back.
That's why Stag left the Artemisian Forest when he did and wasn't there for the chaos. Caused trouble.
History.
You 7 years ago.
Would have thought his name out.
3. So are you guys going to cross names off, or what's happening here?
Cross them all off.
I already did it.
I'll cross one off,
Are you going to
Here,
write
Bob.
your name?
Cross off Drake's.
You're right.
and I'll write Stag.
Oh. Matt, you are going to take 7 psychic damage.
You mean Stag? I wrote Stag though.
Yeah, you're still going to take 7 psychic damage.
Damn it.
My name is no longer Stag in any way or shape in this world anymore.
Brian,
Well, then I'm talking about.
Cross off my own name.
and you rewrite it,
No.
nothing happens. Booter,
What's the Orcish one say?
the orc one said Drake Shakur, but Matt
Oh.
crossed it off and wrote Stag.
We got Brock from Brock
Mm.
Island.
Brock Island?
Well, no, Brock from Brock Island. But you also have Brad.
Sure, we'll do Brock. I'll cross off Brock and write my name.
He takes 5 psychic damage.
Okay.
The wall begins to shake next to one of the skulls, revealing, making it look like it might have a secret passage. This might be the way to go, but it's not quite moving yet.
Stag will gently caress the section of the wall, give it a little slap, tickle, see if it feels a little more comfortable moving.
No.
That work?
A Strength.
Persuasion?
yeah.
Persuasion.
It's got to be a nat 20,
No.
a 19.
I rolled a 9, so a 23.
No.
Is there a hole?
Give me a perception check.
23.
That these skulls,
Do it to a skull.
you see that the skulls are in the ring, and they have names written underneath them.
What?
Okay.
On the door?
He doesn't see anything different than what he's.
Oh. I'll knock on the wall.
It seems hollow. Seems like there's something on the other side. If that's.
I'm gonna just like do a Spartan kick to the wall.
I'll back up.
All right, give me a strength check.
That's an extra D. No, you're not going
20.
to matter.
You hit the wall as hard as you can. One of the skulls falls off the wall, Brad, and breaks open on the ground, shattering. The name is still written there, but the skull shatters. And in it, there's, roll me a d12.
11.
There's a map fragment showing a room, and you see the layout of the room, and you see a secret door.
Okay.
It's a circular room.
Did the wall feel like it gave a little bit?
It gave a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna kick it again.
Give me another one.
14.
The wall seems to shift a little bit, revealing a light from the other side.
You got kicked again?
27. I really put some oomph into it
The wall
after noticing
unhinges
that.
and breaks free and slides open.
All right. That's how we get shit done.
Good question.
Hold on.
Charm word.
Before we go, I guess I was just going to break open the one I I was gonna throw my skull at the wall and break it open, but I'm gonna do that with all 9 of them.
You're gonna break the skulls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good idea.
Which skull are you breaking?
Took out the one. I said, "Shit, there's one in that one. Is there something in that one?" They're like
Okay.
the pinata skulls, and I go around.
You're gonna take 4 psychic damage. Boom, as your skull, written with your name on it, hits the ground. Seth and Booterbot, you're gonna take 12 psychic damage as your skull rips off and hits the ground.
Jesus Christ, Arky.
Seth,
What a shit!
Yeah.
Everything
Rips
does
off.
psychic damage.
and then you're also gonna take. This is for Stag/Seth. You're also gonna take 20 psychic damage 2 times 10, and that's going tight psychic damage to your head. And you're gonna have memories from before really quickly of people calling you Stag, but your name is Seth. The other ones don't have
Weird.
any, the other ones don't have any effect. They just shatter, revealing one other item popping out of
Worth it.
Brad's Oxidons. And roll me a d12.
Me?
It's a bone knitted thieves tools. So it's a thieves tools +1. You'll be able to use this once before they become inoperable. You'll have a +1 on trying to break in using thieves tools wherever.
So you've given Archie all things to unlock doors.
The dice don't lie. I didn't give him anything.
I already have these tools, but these are better thieves tools.
This you can use it one time and it'll give you pretty much an advantage on your
A +1 to the roll.
thieves tool on stealing. Thief. The air blows from the corridor opened, and a small, narrow hall is shown to you. The walls are drilled with hundreds of tiny holes, too uniform to be decay. Between the hole, the stone is carved with skulls whose teeth are long and needle thin. No, that's the other one.
This one?
I'll come with Turgan.
I'll
Alright,
stay
I'm just-
30 feet back playing music.
Passive perception, I got 15, so like, tell me if I need to roll above that.
You see,
I'm just going to be
you
looking
know,
around.
You see that some of the tile on the ground, a lot of the tile, if not all of them, seem to be loose. Some are loose, some are not loose.
Okay. I'm going to toss a javelin on the nearest loose one
Okay.
to see if it does anything.
Okay.
I'm just kind of trying to put weight on it.
Okay. So it's like the one right in front. There's a loose one 5 feet away. You're going to throw your dagger at it.
My javelin is like, I think they're like 7 feet long, so I could technically kind of poke it.
So you poke it. You're 7 feet away. So it's going to trigger the trap, and it's an attack roll. So does a 5 hit you?
No.
So
Yes, it's that.
all right. So you take 2d. All of a sudden, these arrows shoot out from the wall, and you take 6 plus 10, 16 piercing damage.
All right, 1 second. So do I have a dex save on that or no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it hits you.
16 damage,
Yeah,
you said?
16 damage, and give me a con save. DC 13.
Okay. Yeah, 22.
All right. You notice that there's something on each one, but you're able to, just your bestial body is able to. Who's falling?
I'll follow Turgan.
So I pop a rage. And then I'm going to tell the guys behind, hey, watch out for the loose ones. They shooting some funny stuff at me.
Are you going to run forward?
I'm going to,
You see it. You see the room in front of you. There's an opening. There's no door. There are loose plates on the floor in front of you still.
I'm going to obviously like try to avoid the loose ones. So you tell me how far I can move.
You can do.
And what I
I'll
do
let you
next.
Go with one thing. If you want to sprint, you can give me athletics.
Athletics, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'll let everyone do that if they want.
Okay.
Athletics to
Or
sprint.
or if you
Okay.
want to do something else, you can do that.
Well, that's on. Oh,
The dwarf is going to run. Go ahead. What's your
I'm going to give him a flash of genius to increase that roll to a 17.
You jump. It's the most like this guy's fucking. He's like, it's like he popped like a Percocet or what's it called? The whatever.
Red Bull.
Yeah, he just drank like 15 Red Bulls. Just sprints to the other side, revealing the next room. Booterbot, you're amazed and sort of in awe of this masculine feat. Who's next? You guys have seen
I'll
now
go
that
next.
the floors are trigger trapped.
Well, I'll go next, but I'll just fly over. Is that cool?
What a cool dude.
Do they reset?
Okay. Are you throwing them at specific?
Yeah, at the wobbly ones pointed out to.
As he's doing that, I'm just going to take Mage Hand and I'm going to one by one press them all while everything's safe.
They pop and they shoot.
Do they reset? Can I tell?
The
I press them again. See
they
that?
do reset.
Sorry, Chris.
Oh, it's okay. If we push it and hold it down,
Interesting.
How many are there?
like,
Give me a perception check, man.
okay, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and give you guidance. You get an extra D4 on
Nope.
this. You don't fucking need it.
Nat 20, you can make out the ones that are triggered.
Okay.
Oh,
Get behind me.
well,
Make my way through calmly.
I'll use my mage hand too, so we can have two down at a time.
Now I
Just,
know
like
one.
walk in between them.
I know where they all are. Let's just walk in between.
That works. I'll follow you.
Okay. Also follow.
Okay, so you get through to the room.
Oops.
Now, you see this room, and you walk in, and it's a wider room that opens around you. There's a massive skull standing in the middle of the room. And then there are these tomb-like structures. And each lid is carved with a knight whose helmet is a skull. Blank-eyed, ivory pale. In the center, the mosaic is the white skull with two shapes, a disc and a sphere under it. Someone's the mosaic repeatedly, as if trying to erase one answer and failing every time.
Does this room look like the piece of map that I found?
Oh, circular.
I found like a piece of map that has some kind of a secret room in it. Is this that room?
You look down and you look at the map that this room is not circular.
Okay.
Which side was attempted to be rubbed off?
Roll me even odd.
Let's go even.
The round side seems to be chipped.
Round.
The round side of them.
Yeah, underneath the skull, there's a shape of a line and a circle. And it seems that someone's been chipping the sphere at, or disc in a sphere. So
How many calls for this?
10.
10. Are there any names or inscriptions on these?
Imagine they
as-
match the skulls we just smashed.
Are they open or closed? Open.
They're closed.
I'm going up to look and see if there are names or inscriptions on these coffins. I can't see them from far away.
As you get close to one, everyone roll me initiative. Yeah.
I'm here to push the button. And my pimp cane of warning starts to shake right before something jumps at us because I have advantage.
You pimp cane?
Yeah.
So
Warning.
have a warhammer of warning.
Arky, what's your
You get advantage.
what's your dex?
+3.
Okay. Arky goes before me.
Oh, because we rolled the same initiative.
Yep.
Oh, wait, do I have to do anything or? I
No.
go.
No, you have a higher dex, so you just go right before me.
So you guys are rolling something different. You roll.
I got us 23.
Just hold on to your rolls for 1 second.
I rolled super delicious.
What are we rolling for, sir?
Initiative.
I still got the 22.
22, exactly.
The dice gods have me locked in.
Well, they want Stag to go first.
All right. Monsters pop up.
I'm gonna get-
So there are 4 skeletons pop up out of these tombs. And they're going to roll a 14 initiative. Let's see. 2 shadow-based creatures come up. And they're going to grow at initiative 20. Dark shadows come up out of the tombs. What's your guys' initiative now? So I can keep track.
Oh, this are in order.
Seth got a 23.
So Seth goes first, followed by Booterbot. What'd you get?
5.
I give a nice hit.
And
Yeah.
Brian, what'd you get?
I got a 22, but with higher dex than Kerrigan's 20.
Wow. So Seth,
Arky
Shadow,
got 21.
Booterbot's last. Bob Boot.
and then skeletons appear. Seth, Brooke.
Seth is going to be walking along, tapping his pimp cane, and it's going to start to shake right before all these things come out. He's like, oh, fuck no. I said a hip, hop, a hibbit, and he starts swinging his club, and it pauses in midair. I'm going to cast Steel Wind Strike. It's going to hit 5 creatures around me. So I will do these 5 here. I'm going to use my inspiration on this casting of a spell.
Okay.
So I do choose up the 5 creatures you can see and make a melee spell attack against each target.
Okay.
On a hit, the target takes 6d10 force damage. Okay. Here's my...
3 skeletons and the 2 shadow.
Yeah, I'm going to ignore this guy for now. So, spell attack with my advantage. This is on the far left shadow dude over here.
Okay.
Come on. What did it do? Come on, roll it again. There. I rolled 2 nat 1s on that guy. No fucking way. No fucking way. Damn it.
Okay.
They're +9 for advantage. So a 26 on this skeleton. I assume that hits.
Yeah.
The next skeleton is a 20 or 32. This guy's a 32. Okay, look at the numbers. Now I play an 18. Does an 18 hit your skeleton?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And then on the last big guy, does an 18 hit the shadow dude? That guy. For the spell, each of them takes 34 force damage. And then I can teleport to an unoccupied space I can see within 5 feet of one of the targets. So I'm going to teleport right here on this side of the skeleton. And then I'm going to bonus action attempt to telekinetically shove the skeleton 5 feet away from me.
All right. So the skeletons you hit, how many?
Yeah. I hit all 3 of them.
Okay. They die.
Okay.
They shatter into bones. Shadow, you have no idea.
What happened?
The devil's blow.
Okay. In that case, I will bonus action turn to Arky as I start running towards him. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. As he continues to sing hip hop, hibbit, hibbited, hip hip hop, you don't stop, rockin' to the bang bang boogie, say up jumps the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat.
Nice.
See, what you hear is not a test. Go get those motherfuckers. Go Arky, that's it. You get Bardic Inspiration.
Was that give me?
A D10 that you can use on an attack roll, ability check or saving throw. Let me know when you use it.
I say you get a cool point for that. Arky, you're up.
So the skeletons died with 1 hit.
Basically, with Chris's big fucking. Yeah.
There's a skeleton still on the field. This
No,
guy.
that was
too.
that one. Didn't.
Yeah,
I did hit him.
he missed.
Okay.
I could only hit 5.
But what happened to the second shadow warrior?
I hit the second one.
And you did damage.
34 damage. Yeah.
And they turned to piles of.
You're poisonous.
Booterbot starts doing the robot in place.
Yep. Just waiting for my turn if I'm last.
I can do how many?
What are you saying?
What can you do on your turn again?
Any attack?
You have an action and a bonus action, and then plus you can move your movement speed.
Action, bonus action, speed. That spell is an action.
Unless it's like a cantrip, which is
Okay.
a bonus action.
But here we go. Here, pull out my oath bow, long bow. I knock an arrow on the bow, and as I do so, I whisper an elvish swift defeat to my enemies, and I mark and swift death to you who have wronged me, and I mark the shadow creature on the right that has already taken some damage with I'm making my sworn enemy in doing
The
that.
shadow creature on your left.
And whispering that on the right, the one that already took some damage from crit.
Excellent.
And that gives me an extra 3d6 piercing damage in addition to a 1d8 plus 3. So when you make a range attack roll with this weapon against your sworn enemy, you have advantage on the roll. In addition, your target gains no benefit from cover other than full cover, and you suffer no disadvantage from long range.
So that hits him.
Okay, so that means, when what was the advantage? Because I had advantage on that too. Well, you took 7 and then whatever plus this?
Yep.
No, plus 7. So 14.
This shadow creature passes away, and it reveals underneath it, sort of melts into a black.
I'm done.
Oh, that's it?
Wait.
Just kidding.
If you want.
Turgan, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to go at so this one died right here, this mind flare thing.
That's the shadow creature. That one's still alive.
The shadow creature. Oh, that one's alive. I'm gonna attack the remaining skeleton. I have this move that I never used that I'd like to use. It's called Savage Attacker. But essentially, I can roll 2 dice if I hit for my damage and take the higher. So I'm gonna move my guy up. Okay, so 25 feet. So that's I get to move. So okay. So I'm up within range, and I'm gonna do first attack with my great axe at 22. And my second one is a 24. Do they hit?
All
right. So I'm gonna take the 15. So that's 15 damage on the first swing, then 12 damage on the second swing, so we're at 27. And then I'm just gonna pummel him with my shoulder for good measure, like always. And to hit is a 25 with an additional 9 damage.
This guy just explodes. Pieces, his bones just go scattered all over the room. And pieces.
Nice.
Each blow just sends a piece of him just flying.
And then a free action, I'm gonna look at the shadow creature and just go like, and just menace him.
Okay. He is not able to be frightened, so he's just gonna stand there and stare back. Turgan went. The shadow creatures. This blob over here is going to move slowly over to the bones.
Damn it, I knew it.
You knew it?
I knew they were going to come, the bones were going to come back.
And this shadow creature is going to target our boy who's staring at him so intently. And he is going to attack you with a draining swipe.
All right, I'm gonna do the gift of the metallic dragon because it's a reaction, and I get 5 bonus to my AC against the attack roll.
Come on, baby.
You gotta beat a 23.
Does a 6 hit you? So he misses.
9.
He misses. That's funny. And that is his turn. And as you see this blob, dark shadow, something's happening on the skeletons. Bob, it's your turn.
I will firebolt the pile of bones.
Okay. Which one?
The one that I'm in the thing. I don't have like clicking access for whatever reason. So these left concentric circles over here, the bones closest to these circles.
Okay.
And I missed what I rolled. Did anyone see 10?
Just 10 damage
No.
to hit?
Attack, yeah. But not moving, right?
No, but that misses.
Sure.
Essentially hit the ground.
All right, I'm good.
Okay. The bones start to shake where the blob was, and out from that blob, the mixture of the shadow, comes a familiar looking bad guy. A massive knight with a helmet of a skull on it. And he will go next turn, right after the skeletons. Booter, you're up.
Okay,
Is it?
I'll go up
Do-
to the knight.
Did you say it's a combination?
Or is that thing like the combination of those two things? So neither of those two things are still there.
Truth, Brian, is revealed sometimes in death. Why don't you roll me an investigation?
Well,
21?
Yeah.
Yes, you determined that the combination of this weird ooze and the bones has sort of led to a resurrection of this other
Okay.
creature.
so there are two bone piles left, right? Because there were
Yeah.
4. One was turned into this. One skeleton completely evaporated, so we don't have to worry about his bone pile. But there are 2 bone piles remaining, plus the shadow, plus this big.
All right, so I'm gonna use Thunder Gauntlet on him. I rolled the 28 hit.
The large knight?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so I do 12 damage to him, and he has disadvantage attacking anybody else. Then I'll use my sword, and I got 22. Does that hit?
Yes.
All right, so that's gonna be. I gotta roll the side damage as well.
22.
So 16 total damage. There we go.
Okay.
And that's it.
16
I'll
more
position
damage. You have
myself.
16 more damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna stand in between him and the rest of the party.
Seth Hartley, you're out.
You're welcome. But Seth is not Seth. Yeah, Seth. He's confused now with memories of Stag. He's going to run a little over here and confused that one thing is still alive in front of Booter, and he's going to think that Bob had the right idea and firebolt the. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to cast a spell. I am going to pick up this set of bones. Where is it? I'm going to use my spell Catapult to catapult these bones at the skeleton.
Okay.
I can. Let me read it. Choose one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range. Is that reasonable for the bones?
Yes.
It flies in a straight line 90 feet. It needs to make a dex save DC 17.
19.
Oh, fuck you. So these bones go flying and then they continue flying if they miss and they shatter into the wall.
They hit the wall.
They hit the wall. When an object strikes something, the object and what it strikes each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So that is that set of bones. And my bonus action, I'm going to telekinetically pull these sets of bones 5 feet closer to me. Are these bones still intact after
You're trying to
taking the damage?
You're trying to shatter them.
Yeah.
Dude, bone shatter against walls like that. I would say yeah.
Okay.
Best.
Okay. All right. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Archie, you're up.
And where are the 2 sets of bones? One's against the wall there, one's next to. So you separated them. So you got this big guy and the shadow guy, right? What kind of weapon does that big guy have?
Looks like he has a big sword.
I cast a spell. Tracen's Blunted Blade. The target's weapon rapidly corrodes. It can be used on a non-magical weapon in one of its hands, so he just has the single sword. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
So what
Did
did
it-
you do on his? What was the resolve of your spells?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't hit.
You pass the save.
Okay. Turgan, you're up.
Oh, your wisdom is super low. That's why.
I'm gonna beat down on this guy in front of me, and I am going to swing double with my axe. 28, and do those hit this guy?
Yes.
All right, my first one is gonna be a savage attack because I could do that once per turn.
Okay.
So that'll be 9 damage on the first hit, then an 8 damage on the second one. So that's 17 plus my shoulder attack is a 27 to hit with a 8 damage. So 25 damage.
Okay.
And then my free action, I'm going to grapple him.
I think that's fine. Oh, he's in grapple.
Ah,
You swipe at him, you try it, and he sort of just go through him. Okay, the shadow. He is going to attack you for. Does a 16 hit you?
no, doesn't.
And this guy is then going to take the opportunity to move 40 feet away from you, giving you the attack of opportunity towards the pile of. Well, you can take an opportunity attack.
21 to hit. Oh yeah, I'm taking it. 21 to hit with a extra 10 damage.
He dies, creating a pool of blob right next to you as he was trying to move away, not quite under the bones. Creating that yucky blob. Bob, you're up.
Okay, I'll cast Bless on all of my teammates.
Oh, lovely.
So they're gonna get a 1 plus D4 on any attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do. Actually, I will use my bonus action to try and shove back the knight.
With what?
It's a telekinetic shove.
Okay.
So it's a DC strength saving throw 17.
You get a 14.
Okay, so I knock him back.
He gets pushed back, what, like 5 feet?
I believe it's 5 feet, yeah.
Okay, his first action, he trips, falls. There's no more skeletons. He stands up for his movement, and he is going to strike Booterbot with 3 hits with his long sword. He's the first one.
As a reaction, I'm gonna do my temp HP and Guardian Shield.
Okay. The first one is a 29.
That hits.
The second one is a 21.
That also hits.
And the third one is a 17.
And misses.
You're going to take 1d plus 5 slashing damage, which is going to be 10 slashing damage. And you're going to take 4d8 necrotic damage, which will go 6, 4, and 2. So 18 necrotic damage and 10 slashing damage. That's for the first one.
Okay.
The second one is going to be 9 slashing damage. And you get 4, 8, 13, and then 19 necrotic. So that's
9 and 19.
yeah.
Ow.
10 plus 18 plus 9 plus 19. So you get 56 damage.
Yeah, I took all that.
All right. As a bonus action, he's going to cast Staggering Smite. And I'll tell you what that is on his next turn. The blob is going to come over. Well, he died already, so that's it. Booterbot, you're up.
All right. How healthy is this guy looking?
He's looking pretty healthy. Pretty healthy.
I will poison spray this guy. Actually, he has a high constitution, I bet, doesn't he? Probably don't want to do that. And I'll just attack him again.
Okay.
So I'll do the Thunder Gauntlets, 25 hits. So just 7. But now he has disadvantage attacking anyone else.
Okay.
And then 20 on the swords, that hit?
Yes, beats it.
Okay. So let me calculate that. 7 plus left. 18 damage with my sword.
Okay.
I think the position looks pretty good. I think I'll stay here. That's turn.
Yeah, Seth, you're up.
So Seth is going to see all these blobs reforming and moving and this giant thing, and he's going to start moonwalking back in front of Bob and Arky. And I'm going to slam his club down again and cast Steel Wind Strike one more time on all of these fools. So I'll be able to hit all 4 of them. But I do not have advantage this time.
Don't forget the 1d4.
Oh, yes, my bless.
Okay.
Over on the corner there that I smashed against the wall.
Okay.
20. Yeah, a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. The next one's on the big duder. 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Then the shadowy blob.
Yeah.
19 to hit.
That hits.
And the skeleton bones, the last one, a 20 to hit. Thank you, Bob. And they all will take 2 force damage.
The skeleton just breaks apart into pieces, shatters. Force damage, right? Poofs.
Yeah.
To the same type of dust that you saw originally when you were walking in. Very similar to that. Like decaying over time, just turns to dust. And the blob is just a blob. Liquid. Seems to have lost its motion.
We should jar some.
Arky, you're up.
So yeah, okay. So I can just take 2 shots, or so I do the 9. Sorry.
Yep, the +9.
19.
That does not hit.
You do have your bless too. Roll your bless.
So that hits him.
I rolled the D4.
Yeah, you can't get one.
20 hits him.
I used the bless. I just picked one. They're both D4.
Use the bless. Bless lasts for everything.
Wow.
Fuck.
All right.
An 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I roll again, right?
Yep, your second attack.
Oh.
Plus your bard or your bless.
Didn't do it this time, right?
The D4, yeah, roll your D4.
Be a 1.
No.
4. So that's a 20.
That hits him.
It's a 4, 6.
Okay.
So that was 6 plus.
I got the damage.
Okay.
That's it? You have a bonus action or anything?
Yeah. He could use. I'll put a hunter's mark on him, and then it reveals his vulnerabilities.
He has immunity to exhaustion, frighten, poison. He can't be poisoned. He's got damage immunities to necrotic stuff. That's pretty much it. There's
Spooky skeletal boy.
No vulnerabilities
though.
Nope.
Okay. Turgan, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to now focus my attention on this guy and attack him.
All right.
Or do you?
The other ones are 20 and 27.
Okay. So the 16 misses.
Okay.
Plus your d4.
Oh, plus a d4 to that? Cool. Oh, for the one that missed? I could add a d4 to it?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a 19 hit then?
No, that misses.
No.
Okay. So, my shoulder bash. So, a 9 plus 16, so 27 damage.
Okay.
And then I'd like to grapple it as of my bonus.
Okay.
So that would be a strength check. And it's an 18.
Fuck. 13.
Cool.
Okay. Bob, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Booter.
Sweet.
Since he got the shit kicked out of him last turn. So you will receive 15.
Heal anything. Thank you.
Nice.
Cool.
And then I don't want to break concentration, so I'm gonna just end my turn.
Okay.
The shadow guy's going to go now. He's grappled, but he is going to, you know what? He's going to banish. He's going to cast banish. You attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. The target must succeed a charisma saving throw or be banished. That's you, Turpin.
Okay. All right, a 9.
Plus 1d.
24.
You already got rid of your.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
I'm
So,
gonna give
13.
Jurgen Flash of Genius. So that's gonna give him another +4.
so 17.
Hey, that might be enough.
That is your move. I guess he'll try to break your fucking should have broke your grapple beforehand. What is it, 18?
No, right now, you got to beat a 24.
That is a 10.
Well, and then you take 2 damage from my shoulder just because I'm grappling you.
Little bony.
Oh, well,
Okay. Buddha, you're up.
All right, I am going to attack the White Knight again.
Dark Knight. Dark Knight. That does not hit him.
Plus 1d4.
That hits.
Oh, plus 1d4. Just kidding. How's the tie at 22?
That hits.
oh, I
Right.
made a mistake. It's 3 piercing damage, not 2.
So that first hit is 9 damage. And now he has disadvantage attacking anyone but me. I'll swing my sword and I'll roll a 4, so I've missed. Otherwise, I'm next to Turgan and within range of Sentinel, and that's my turn.
Seth, it's your turn.
Seth is going to start strolling out of here because he doesn't like what's going on. Thinks stuff's going to explode on him. And as he walks out, he's going to hold his pimp cane out, and 3 little blasts come flying off. And I fire 3. It's a 24 hit,
Yes.
does a 25 hit, and does a 29. Yes, total 15 points of force damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Looking pretty rough. Archie, you're up.
That's a miss.
Wait.
Oh, I have 2, right?
Yeah, so get the D4 to see what you're up to. So
That was.
17. So now roll a D10.
Oh, your bardic is D10,
Yeah, it's D10.
but I just have one of them, right?
Yep.
That's this one I want. I have it all.
Oh, there you go.
That 20. There we go.
There we go, bro.
That hits.
Oh, nice.
17.
Good damage.
This guy
Uh,
seems to be on his aid. Pieces of him are cracking. Turgan, you're grappled with him. It's your turn.
fuck him up.
Could I potentially do like a coup de grace or no?
I think so.
Go for it.
Yes, but go ahead.
RP it like it is.
Agreed.
All right, so I'm just gonna do like a unarmed strike first by like kind of squeezing him like real fucking hard. That's a 31.
That hits.
That's 8 damage on that. And then I'm gonna take another hand axe. Like after I do the squeeze, I'm gonna kind of reach around, hit him in the back of the skull.
Oh, the old reach around.
I'll reach around, yeah, with Southern grip. A 26, and that's a 9, 13 damage.
Describe your kill. Yeah, he killed him.
Alright.
Now,
After I kind of squeeze him, I feel him kind of disintegrating in my arms, and then I just take that axe and just jam it right in the back of his skull, trying to shatter it.
nice. Good for you. He falls down to the ground. Something falls out from his pocket on the ground right in front of you, Turgan. And it is a white knitted cloak clasp worth 75 gold.
Ooh,
But
nice.
also a skull key. Just the
So is this cloak? It's just like a regular looking cloak.
yeah.
Okay.
The whole cloak or just a clasp?
It's like a white cloak clasp.
Good for Randy.
Think of it like the little things that the dwarves wear.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
And
I just pick it up and I attach it to my current cloak.
It's perfect because it's in the shape of a white skull. The room sort of dies down. Investigation checks. You see that behind the tomb, there seems to be an oddly shaped wall, similar to the ones in the other room. This place was built to either keep something in or hold people from coming, or keeping things out or holding it coming in. And on it, there seems to be a little keyhole.
I pick up the head of the key and attach it to the shaft of the key that I got from earlier, which I assume forms a whole key.
Do you tell Turgan that?
Oh, well, it's on the ground. Is it Turgan's?
Yeah, Turgan has that.
Oh, you just picked up the...
It is in two pieces, though, so I don't know how you shove that in without.
Oh, does it? Okay. Well, we have two, right? We have the shaft and the key head.
I'd have to mend it or something.
Oh, bring him here. I can help you out with that. You go gently in, put them together, then bring them back out like a little bit, and then put them back together, and then back out and back together. And back. All right, hold it right there, and then I'll start casting mending for the minute. Attempt to mend the key back together.
It mends.
And now a baby is born. Here you go.
While we're doing that, I'm gonna
Open in the hole.
cast Healing Word on Buddha again. I'm gonna give you 19 more health.
That's amazing. You're a real mensch. Thank you.
Okay. So what are you guys going to do? Open this door?
Open the door.
This door opens as you place the key in, spin, and opens. Did you want to keep that liquid?
Yeah, I'm bottling some of that.
All right, so you bottle.
Bottle of goo.
This door opens. The crypt opens in a circular hall with 6 archways. Above each arch floats a stone skull, each tinted faintly by a different color: green, red, blue, gray, black, and white. A 7th carving, pure white, sits on the floor in the center. A skull surrounded by spirals, like wind around a mountain peak. The air here feels balanced, like a courtroom waiting for listening. And as you're looking through this room, another somewhat of a spirit forms right next to the skull. And he says to you, "Hello, give me a secret you've never said aloud, and I'll give you a truth you can't unlearn." And that, guys, is where we're going to end.
Roll high and subscribe.